technologies, we customize for them. We have kind of development team to customize according to the customer requirement. When the project awarded, the project manager make sure that our engineer do the service implementation according to timeline and meet most expectation of the customers. This is how we work. The UAT, user acceptance test, provide after project close to our customer service. We have hotline service. Your all database will transfer to our CRM. Anytime the service call need, our agent right away pop up your business environment, bill of material, service agreement, or even name of the customer. สวัสดีค่ะคุณลูกค้า How may I help you? Something like that. This is our commitment to all of our customers. Especially the preventive maintenance, quarterly health check of your system. Make sure that your system is running every day happily. These are our active customers in Thailand, and hopefully in the coming futures we have plenty of the customer names in Createlcom Myanmar. Alright, you will see all of the banks, Eon, Exact, different industry and totally different requirement. And this is the recorders, voice recorder, banks. This is part of our reference size. And the OpenText, the AIA, the Eon, the AIS, our VIP customers, and these are our reference size. All the banks, Bangkok Bank, K-Bank, SCB Bank, JP Morgan Bank, Deutsche Bank, they are using our services. So where all those customers are receiving our service, this shows that the commitment and service level agreement, we committed. Whatever the condition is, we have the engineers and the people to service you. And it will be the same model in Myanmar. With your very strong government, I think the open of the market is coming, and there is a lot of newcomers coming to your Myanmar country. Who are they? How we prepare ourselves to serve them? Who are they? They are very growing company. They are very active company. They are fast. They are rich, I believe, and they are strong. Whoever talk to us, I believe they're interested in the technologies, and these are us. These we can serve. What are they expecting from us? What are they expecting from people like us? They're expecting consultancy, of course, experiences, efficiency, effectiveness, flexibility, of course, complementary and compromise. I believe those companies is expecting because they are new to this industry. So they want someone to do kind of this activity for them. So, come to my last slide. How Createlcom share the experiences to Myanmar. Our philosophy of Createlcom, there are very important parts of the business here. The first part, of course, is the customers. All the customers will be guaranteed they will be receiving the best service. The expectation will be met from our service. We will try our best to meet all the customer business expectation and grow together. This is one part very important. The principle of partnerships like Blue Ocean, I am very happy to say that the partnership or the principle, we committed enablement our team to be able to serve. We are representative to their product and solution. We will guarantee all the customers will receive the same standard of what principal condition is. Last but very crucial to my business philosophy is our staff, our team, our family. Okay, I will have to make sure, on the company will have to make sure that our staff will get the benefits, package, career path, value, success from working with our Createlcom company. And same things, I really like to share my experience, and hopefully everyone will foresee what Createlcom will be here and what we can deliver to all of you here in Myanmar. I hope you enjoy the session. I hope my short presentation here, or long presentation, sorry, would be your impression. And thank you very much again. And hope to see you all. Looking forward to talking to every one of you here. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณมากๆค่ะ
Thank you, Ms. Ram, for so much for that informative presentation. ဆက်လက်ပြီးတော့ယနေ့ပွဲသို့ AD speaker ဖြစ်တဲ့ရောက်လာပြီး contact center နဲ့၎င်းရဲ့ technology အကြောင်းများကိုရှင်းလင်းပေးမယ် Mr. Kenneth Chon, Chairman of Contact Center Association of Singapore,ကိုဖိတ်ချင်ပါတယ် to share his thoughts on this initiative and differences it has made for the contact center and its technology. I'd like to warmly invite Mr. Chon.
A very good afternoon to every one of you. First, I must say very thank you for both Kun Nelson and Kun Ropa for inviting me over here. Today is really a very exciting day for me personally. It's not just because of this event, but really because number one, it's my first trip over here to Myanmar with the hospitality I've actually received across. Seeing all the photos, I probably need to extend the trip over here over the weekend to stay longer in Myanmar. But I think more importantly, I think as I look at that and you realize today, I basically carry two profiles. First, as actually the lead for contact center solutions and customer experience across ASEAN, but also as a chairman as Contact Center Association of Singapore. Today, as I actually say, is a very significant day because in the past 16 years, as I actually have been in this industry, today is a day that I actually see a very strong and promising business partner like Createlcom, and together with a member of Contact Center Association of Singapore coming together in a new location where I'm actually supporting. It's a very interesting day and a very significant day for me, right? So as I actually wish the success of the both organizations, I'll share with you where the trends are as we actually see within the region over here. What we have actually seen is that the world is actually changing. Imagine you booking your next vacation or rather taking a cab ride. The world has actually changed as you read the news that the likes of TripAdvisor, the likes of Airbnb are actually honestly giving a challenge to hotels like this for the tourists out there. People like us who actually go on vacation. Imagine the fact of transport today as you actually go to some other countries as well, that traditional cab operators are now being challenged by mobile operators who actually have that across the likes of applications that actually run the business. And as we actually see, some of these companies over here, because of the failure to actually capture that change, has actually gone irrelevant to the business. And as you see this, we actually call this the digital revolution, where a lot of us are actually very much onto smartphones. I've actually seen a lot of you are carrying the likes of iPhone and Samsung phones per se. And the way that you actually navigate today, the first device and the last device you actually use across the day is basically your mobile phone. So this is actually the first wave of change we actually see. Now, as we actually talk about customer experiences, or rather what's the larger world out there, is that as a business, all of us, and all of you are customers as well as businesses here. Number one, we can actually differentiate via product. I can say that my product is better than yours because I have few more features than you from that perspective. But there's also the other way that we can actually look at differentiating to actually kind of say that my cost, because I can optimize, is better. So I'm actually more affordable from a business standpoint. Last but not least, I can actually deliver better customer experiences and giving you a seamless customer experience from a differentiating point of view. Now, if these are actually the three ways that you can actually look at how to differentiate, let's look at the first one. The pace of technology is so fast. When actually you see the mobile phones, when Samsung launched their new Galaxy Note, next thing you know, September, a few months down the road, iPhone 7 is coming. So the pace of technology is so fast that it's now table stakes. You can't really compete too much on that because everyone expects you to be faster, cheaper, better from that portion. Now, if you actually look at the cost, now the way that everyone is outsourcing is actually making such that the cost and productivity is so maximized and so efficient that it has also become table stakes, that everyone is almost on par. The only way, if you actually look at that right now, that you can differentiate your companies from one to the other is the customer experience, or rather delivered by your contact center as well as service executives, that this has become the new battlefield. How you actually compete from an organization perspective, as we actually see that from the reports from Gartner, as you actually see over here. So this is going to be a new playground as we look at businesses actually competing amongst the rest. Now, all of us in this room, as I actually say, are customers. We are customers of organizations, we are customers of banks, customers of service provider or telcos per se. 3 years ago, 2 in 3 of us over here would have actually changed a brand because of bad customer service. I didn't like the customer service over there, I changed a brand. I went to their competitor, for example. Now, if you look at what it is today, in this year, 9 out of 10 of us are now, from an organization or company perspective, deciding that customer experience is going to be the key of how I'm going to compete and how I'm going to differentiate. Now, as you actually see that, the increase, 9 out of 10 of companies has actually gone up from 36% over there to 90%. If you look at it, it's more than double. It's about a 50% jump. So look at where customer experience is going to be key as you actually differentiate from competition. Now, what happens for us as a shares customers? Before we buy anything, we'll probably do a bit of a research. We research, we ask our friends. Now a lot of us, before we actually, for example, buy anything, we post on Facebook and say, do you think I should buy this? And then their friends will say, okay, now should I buy Apple or should I actually buy Samsung? And people will say, you get this because you get Apple because you can buy a new Apple Watch, for example. Your friends will tell you to do that. Now, after we buy, we evaluate, and let's actually look at it. The whole cycle of using is also coming to post-service as well as maintenance. Now, what do we want as the customers ourselves is that regardless of where the businesses have in terms of touch point, we want it to be continuous and we want it to be consistent. Just imagine your last experience where you actually, for example, call a service provider, they start transferring you from one person to the other. You have to repeat your story over and over again. This isn't what we want as a customer. So how do we get there? Basically, as I actually shared, is that we want to be serviced consistently and continuously, and we want it to be easy. Okay? In contact center, we actually kind of say, what is the customer effort score? Make it easy for me to actually work with you as a customer of yours from the perspective. And now, having made it easy, we want it to be personalized. You know me as a customer, regardless if I would go to a branch, if I call your call center or drop you an email, I need you to know what I need from that perspective. Now, so what you do, you basically need to create what we talk about an omni-channel experience. To me, an omni-channel experience is across various touchpoints you actually have. And it has to be continuous. Now, so as we actually see that all of us in this room, perhaps more than 80% of us, basically shop online now. The first thing we do, take the mobile phone and we start shopping online. Now we get influenced by our friends through social media, and then the next thing we are actually, when we are in the shop, we are basically influenced by the web as well. This is actually our behavior as a consumer. So what happens as the years have actually evolved across, when I actually started in this industry until now? We started off with a traditional voice, a normal voice call center, single channel. Next thing comes the .com, we actually have emails, we have web. basically now you start having all the multi-channels. Now what customers like us want is the cross-channel capability that I can start on the web, go to the branch, and continue on the phone, for example, through the various touch points we actually have. And this is actually the challenge of where the businesses are facing today, because they have bought technologies across at different times of the years, and now they need to weave it together because of what customers want. This is a busy slide over here. You can look at the stats, but I'm going to tell you a story. Okay. Now, imagine I would say that all of you all carry a ATM card to actually do cash withdrawals from here, right? I see all the knots. Now, so what happens today if, let's say, that's good, you're going to withdraw cash and then your card gets stuck? You take on your mobile phone and you call the bank hotline. You tell the story to the bank teller to say that my card is stuck, and then the agent will probably tell you, oh, hi Kenneth, the best way for you to do is, I saw a DBS bank over there, for example. Go to the DBS bank over there, and then go in the queue, or wait for the new card to actually be delivered to you across 3 days period. Imagine if this is really what you want as a customer. Now, I'll tell you this scenario, if you share with me if this is what you want. The same thing, the card gets stuck. What I do, majority of banks today actually have mobile apps. I use that app, I make a call. For me, right now, data roaming, because I have already data over here, my voice call becomes free, so it doesn't matter. The bank teller picks up the call and say, hi Kenneth, I understand you're trying to do withdrawal over here. I realize you're traveling, you're actually in Shangri-La, Myanmar, and that's where my teller machine is. Now, this was a transaction, it wasn't successful. Don't worry about it. But I know you need the card, and I actually have, for example, a DBS bank over there, just right down the road 500 meters away. What I need you to do, if you don't mind, cross the road, go over there, your queue number is basically number 5. Your estimated wait time in the queue is potentially 5 minutes for you to go down from here, go to the bank, go to teller number 3, get to the agent